Chris Reeve, Talk Norwich City, just back from the Barclay. What a win. Norwich City 4, Hull City 0. City maul the Tigers, and with ease. I'll kick off with this. Hull City, bang average yet again. I don't get the Hull hype at all. And Norwich City made them look average, by the way. We were absolutely outstanding today. First of all, Marcelino Núñez continues his purple patch of form. What a absolute belter of a goal to open things up. Sargent then does what he does best and scores. Fantastic goal for the second. Great to see Gordon get his first goal on his birthday for the third, off the post and in. And you can see by his celebration just how much he wanted it. And of course, the fourth comes from Borja Sainz. Simply sensational. A sexy lofted finish after an absolutely superb first touch. Chips the keeper and in. Good night. Au revoir. Hoffball is cooking. As you can hear from my voice, fantastic atmosphere today amongst the Norwich City fans. The Yellow Army really gave their team what they needed in the stands to perform to the highest of their ability. And all over the pitch, we were absolutely brilliant. Shame to see Angus Gunn go off injured at half-time. We hope that's not so bad. We've heard it's something to do with his ribs. Obviously now, going into the international break, you could argue that that's come at an ideal time. And hopefully, fingers crossed, in terms of getting an injury, it's never ideal, of course. But if it's going to get an injury, to get it when there's an international break is good. It was good to see that. In terms of it's good for Norwich City, I might say Angus Gunn will be disappointed to miss out on Scotland international games, that's for sure. Jose Cordoba, great to see him start today. An excellent display from Jose Cordoba. I still cannot get over the fact that that man is 23 years old. Kellen Fisher won the official man of the match award at the stadium at Carrow Road today, and it's hard to disagree with that. He was absolutely brilliant yet again, so assured, so comfortable. I think it was Connor Southwell that mentioned on social media that he loves the fact that he's a modern defender and yet he has the old school side to his game as well. He's an absolute joy to watch. The Norwich City fans have officially given Kellen Fisher Maxi Aaron's old song, which is nice to hear that song going out at Carrow Road today. Quite a funny moment to highlight was, of course, when Abu Kamara made his way onto the pitch. It was only going to go one way after his poor application and attitude at this football club. I'm not surprised that the Norwich City fans reacted in the way that they did. And it reminded me of, and the older Norwich City fans will remember this, when Sammy Clingan, there's a name for you, Sammy Clingan left the club to go to Coventry City, and I think it might have been on the final day that we sung Sammy Clingan, it could have been you. And so Norwich City fans sung that at Abu Kamara today. In terms of what Hull had, they huffed and they puffed. They had a goal disallowed. I believe that one of their players handballed it into the back of the net. But aside from that, I just genuinely, honestly, I'm not even on a wind up here. They were absolutely bang average. And it was because Norwich City made them so. Norwich City was so slick today in their transitions, on the counter, on the break. We controlled the game, the patterns of play, the passing, the patterns of passing, the way we broke between the lines. Callum Doyle marauding forwards was just absolutely excellent. Kenny McLean with his usual Kenny Esther style performance, the tackles, the passing, excellent. Shout out to Anis Ben Slimane, by the way, speaking of passing, an absolutely fantastic ball through to, I think it was Borja Sainz for the first big chance of the game. Unfortunately, he couldn't convert that one. But again, I was very impressed with Slimane, who is really the warrior, the midfield boss that we need alongside Marcelino Núñez, who again I just need to mention was absolutely monumental today. Absolutely monumental. Norwich City now go into this international break absolutely flying. As I said in my last match review after the Leeds game, something is happening. And I'm going to say it again. Do you believe me now? If you didn't agree with me last time, do you agree with me now? Something is happening at this football club. Hoffball is happening. We are cooking something special. And I look at the teams in this league this season. I look at how they're playing and I compare that to how we're playing. I look at our stats, the amount of goals we've scored. Borja Sainz is having a sensational season. Josh Sargent, don't forget, actually missed a penalty today. I've not mentioned that, tried not to mention the negatives. But yet still was absolutely brilliant, and I would still say is the best striker in the league. We look brilliant. We look absolutely brilliant. Fantastic game today. As I said already, fantastic atmosphere. We now go into the international break, and I don't think it's such a bad thing because we put a lot into that Leeds game, a lot into that Hull game. We can now take stock again. Of course, Jose Cordoba and Angus Gunn can hopefully get over their injuries. And yeah, I just think we're going to get stronger and stronger. I don't see how this team stops progressing at this stage. It is a joy. It was, I would honestly say, that was one of the best games at Carrow Road in absolutely years today. And I don't think that's an over-exaggeration. Let me know down below in the comments on YouTube what you thought of that absolutely fantastic performance today. I'm fascinated to know, how do you think we played? Who was our man of the match? And how do you think we'll do for the rest of the season? Johannes Hoff can take a lot of credit for this. He had some concerns at the start of the season. There was this kind of narrative that it was going to take time. I think that was too safe. I think it's happening. I'm trying not to get carried away. I'm trying not to reach over my shoulder and pick up one of those hats. But I'm going to find it very difficult when Jack Reeve is back from his holiday to not pick up one of those HMS hats. HMS Danish Destroyer continues to progress. EIO, up the Football League we go. Norwich City are flying. On the ball, City.